mean, a sacrifice is a kind of prayer when you think about it.
Or just a handy way to dispose of people you don't like. There's that.
Yeah.
I might.
No, I was hanging fire on the recording because didn't know if Neil was coming in or not. And although I tried that thing last time of, when there's three of us together, start recording and then people will jump in. Well, that went horribly, horribly wrong when I came to edit it.
Oh, did it?
Because I thought what it'd do is the people who joined afterwards, it'd add time to the beginning of their record so everyone's synced up.
But it doesn't.
No.
It's fun.
No.
Oh, well, that's good to know now.
Yes.
So we don't do that in future.
Fair enough.
I mean, I do have a way around it, which is basically to sync it at the end.
Oh, yeah. Extra steps.
Extra unnecessary steps.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm just making it sound dramatic, though.
Oh, I imagine it's proper dramatic. There's like tears and ripping of clothes and wailing.
I mean, yeah, but that's like a normal day in my household, so.
Fair.
Well, we are actually rolling anyway.
Yeah. Rolling.
Roll. Keep rolling.
Oh, I saw a great tribute act to Limp Bizkit one time. They were fantastic.
Oh, yeah. What were they called?
I think they were called Lump Biscuit or something like that.
Lump Bizkit. Nice.
Yeah.
Classic tribute act.
Yeah, it's really good. And they had Daft Tones on as the act before.
They were probably better than the actual Deftones. Cut out your Deftones, I don't care.
No, I don't mind Deftones.
I'm not a fan. Not a fan.
Yeah.
You shut your dirty whore mouth.
Well, it must be difficult for them. I mean, you know, credit where it's due. If they're deaf, then, you know.
They're definitely tone deaf, that's what it is.
Ah, lies. There's pitch. They make... Yeah, it's not flat or anything. Rude.
I mean, I'll start singing and you can use that as a basis for comparison if you like.
I think I'll pass on that.
Yes.
Ah.
Oh, no, that's it. You've heard my singing, Amy.
I know.
You've heard my drunken singing loudly.
Yeah.
Doing karaoke. Pissed up karaoke in the middle of a field.
Yeah, that's what you do.
So have we heard from Neil at all? Do we think he's making this first one?
Possibly not. He said he probably wouldn't be here for 7, so...
Fair enough. Well, how long do we want to give it?
I'd say let's start, and then if he turns up, he turns up, and I don't know how easily manageable that is for you, Dom.
That's fine. I'll have him just hide behind you guys, do whatever you want to do, and then you can jump in if he gets here in time.
We want to do. Excellent.
Love
Run
it.
in there, Otto, and distract the dragon.
You all heard that. Dom said, whatever we want to do. Witness.
No, somehow, Alwyn, I don't see how that is in my best interests.
Yeah, indeed.
That is not carte blanche for suicide your friend's character into a lair of a dragon.
Oh, we wouldn't do that.
I would never suicide my
We
friend's
would at least
character.
turn him into a shark first.
Yes, use all his spell slots on mundane things,
Yeah.
so that he's even easier pickings for the dragon.
Yeah.
Oh,
How is turning into a shark a mundane thing?
Well, it is if there's no water.
Well, it's even more surprising.
Well, surprising, perhaps, yes.
I'm confused now because I'm trying to think about the sentence I actually said there. I can't remember what I just said.
Wasting spells on mundane
I don't think I meant to say that turning into a shark is a mundane thing.
Off the Deftones, to be honest, mate.
Oh, you guys have crashed. Oh no!
And Dom's frozen up.
Oh,
Good.
no.
Good. Dog going.
Yeah.
So,
Recording again.
So yeah, I guess we can add to the list of things that breaks my my recording
Yep.
is doing absolutely nothing differently from previously.
Okay, so basically you shouldn't leave it alone between. So doing nothing is on the
was
list.
a sign from the Deftone gods.
That's it. They were displeased at my
You
slander.
angered them. And they demand retribution.
I have no regrets. They can come and claim their retribution from my cold dead corpse.
Okay, I've added insulting Deftones to the list.
No regret. They're a decent band, aren't they?
Yeah, they're not bad.
Yeah. If you're into shit music.
All right, Grandad.
Anyway. It wasn't like this in my day. I am almost probably old enough to be your granddad, aren't I?
Don't think you're that old, are you, Stu?
No, I'm old enough to be your dad, definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely. And I know I'm old enough to be Amy's dad.
I don't know how old you are, Stu.
Yeah, I thought we discovered I
know how
wasn't
old you
your youngest.
Hey, how old do you think I am?
No, Amy, I think we
Mid to
figured out
late
that I'm
70s.
actually the youngest person here.
Late 70s.
Yeah,
in this team.
yeah. So,
But
40s.
Darren, you just insult yourself because you and I both auditioned for the same role.
Did we?
Yeah, when we met, we'd both auditioned for the same role. We're both cast in the same thing.
I don't think I auditioned for that.
Oh, did you not?
No.
Ah,
What was the
No,
role? I'm curious now.
They got in.
fat fucker.
Yeah. Or maybe I can't remember, to be honest, mate. I'm pretty sure that they just got in touch through somebody else that I'd worked with before.
Oh, cool. Oh, I did proper audition and everything.
No,
So
I-
Darren's so talented, he didn't need an audition. His name was enough to get him in the door.
Yeah.
yeah.
Most
It's
of
not
the
what you
work
know.
that I've done has been through working with other people and then people getting in touch and saying, "Oh, do you want to come and do this thing?" But I have had some auditions.
So your relationship is built on a lie, then?
Well, to answer your question, Darren, I've turned 50 in January.
Ah.
So, old fucker, yes. But not in my 70s, thank
I'm
you.
not far behind you.
No. You what, early 40s?
41.
Yeah, that's counts. Early 40s.
I mean, I would argue that you're only just old enough to be a dad to us, but you would have been having us very young.
Yes. Yes.
Well, let's see, what was I doing when I was, 17?
Yeah, 16.
16, 17. I mean, I definitely wouldn't have been a dad because I was shy and retiring and not a hit with the ladies. Then I went to university a couple of years later and found some confidence, and oh my, did I ever make up for that. Biggest mistakes of my life. Anyway.
I'm assuming that none of those mistakes listen to this podcast, you.
No, well, I don't know. If any of my ex-partners throughout my life listen into this podcast, do write in and let us know. I'm not giving you the email address, though. It's tales from the 20s side at gmail.com. But no, I'd be interested to hear from people. But yeah, I know I was a dick. I was a dick when I was young, and I didn't treat people very well. And that's something that comes up a lot in therapy now.
Yeah. Well, it's good that you recognise it and you can build from there and improve on it.
Oh,
Yeah,
gotcha.
always forward. The Swedish have a word that is scapoletta.
Scarpaletta.
Scapoletta, which translates roughly as "do better."
Okay. I mean, I always say, I make lots of mistakes in life, and I do. I make mistakes all the time. But I pride myself that I don't make the same mistake twice.
Fair enough.
I come up with entirely new ways to fuck my life up. Oh,
I was going to say, you say you don't make the same mistake twice, and yet here you are, having done nearly 120 episodes of this podcast. Welcome, listeners, to Tales from the 20 Side, a Pathfinder 2nd Edition Let's Play podcast. My name is Dom, and I'm your GM for this game and for many others, and I'm joined by Stu.
Who is not making a mistake, but actually gets pleasure out of winding Dom up.
Almost as much as I get out of winding Stu up as well, so it's great. I'm also joined by Darren.
Deftones rule, fuck you, Dom.
And I'm joined by Amy.
Hi.
Hello.
I haven't got anything cool to say.
Not today, you haven't. Not
Not
for now.
today.
Maybe later. Maybe later.
Maybe
we'll see.
later. I'll
None of us have
something up.
anything cool. I am fucking melting.
It
So
is warm.
I'm not doing too bad today. It's quite temperate in my recording room for once. Last time we were recording on Monday, I was baking in this desk.
There hasn't been a point in the last 2 weeks where I've not been sweating.
Equally, you work in a kitchen, so that's to be expected to some extent.
This is true.
There we go. So obviously we have no Neil for this particular episode. He has fallen afoul of workplace idiocy. Had to go halfway across London whilst there are no tubes running.
Mm-hmm.
Up the workers.
Yeah,
Up the workers.
Support
Up
the
workers.
strike.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Yeah, I support the strikers. I don't support Neil's bosses being silly people, as he's told us.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I mean, it's money. Money comes first.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Had an absolute nightmare getting to and from work today, but I don't care because
You're leaving soon.
Up the workers. I know. Also, I'm leaving soon. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mostly up the workers.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
Indeed.
Cool.
Speaking of working for a living, haven't we got a dragon in our future?
You have. I'm not
That sounds
sure
like
how.
hard work to
Help
me.
me. I'm going on strike. You guys can deal with it.
We support you.
I want better working conditions. This adventure has been bullshit.
And they still haven't fucking paid you.
Yeah.
It's never asked for any wages. That's what.
We did get some money, didn't we?
Yeah, you
Came
did.
into
Yeah.
a little
think I
bit
got
of money
some
and some
gems.
gemstones.
I got some gems.
You did?
Yeah,
Because you were happy to have gems.
this is true. I'm happy with gems. I've reconsidered
Yeah.
my position.
Although Alwyn might swap out your gems for gold if you want.
I actually don't mind. I think thinking back across all of the episodes we've done, there's only been like maybe one occasion where I've thought, I need to use a bit of money, and that was to buy my katars.
Which you've not
I
used
don't-
for some time.
This is true because we went to the place and everything got taken off us.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then you got it all back.
Mean.
Oh yeah, we did, and I forgot.
Yeah. Well,
Kind of like how I had that staff for
For ages. And you're
70
like,
episodes, and then was like, oh shit, yeah, I have a staff.
I've got a staff apparently.
and the irony is, normally you can't get the staff.
Hey. Very nice. Well, on that bombshell, shall we get back into the game, folks?
Yeah.
Let's get on with it. So, who would like to give us a little recap on where we find ourselves and what happened last time out?
We
Well.
went out scouting to look at the tower. We discussed putting on some kind of festival. The possibility of maybe pretending to be builders, so we could set up some scaffolding. Because this tower was made of stone, obviously, and we wanted to just incinerate it.
Ice trolls.
We're wanted. We got wanted posters.
Yes.
We've got skyrockets now.
And Alwyn's brilliant idea to disguise us was to rub some soot on Chardonnay.
I was going to say, that's just to disguise Chardonnay. The rest of us can just pull our hoods up. Chardonnay was the most standy out member of the crowd. I thought that was clever.
It is.
And it was Della's idea to use soot anyway.
Yes. So it was a good idea.
It was.
Stella came up with it.
Yeah.
The two things are not at all correlated, are they, Amy?
Of course they are.
So we've got to this tower, and yes, there's ice trolls in there. We also know there's a something else in
Dragon?
there. As well as the dragon. There's a something else. There's 2 ice trolls and a something. And the dragon. As well as there being like an entire garrison of guards. And yeah, we got there and we're looking round at it, and the ice trolls. I think it's the ice trolls. Oh no, it's what do they call them? Like not a werewolf, but a thingy.
I don't think you could have been any more unspecific if you tried there, Stu.
I mean, it's like a werewolf, but it's not a werewolf. A frost. No,
Is it like
frost
a
wolf?
white wolf?
If you're talking about a winter wolf, I did not mention a winter wolf last time we played.
Okay.
I just wrote down movement to the left. 2 trolls.
A Jürgen? I don't know. I've got something in mind like that. Anyway, there's a thing with the trolls.
Stu, are you on the right page of your notes? Because you're talking about an NPC from way back when you first got to Whitethrone.
I'm not on the right page of life, I don't think. But what I do remember is the ice trolls came back and they brought children back, and we suspect they're being brought back to be fed to the dragon.
Oh yes.
I did write 4 young children, but I couldn't remember why I wrote that, and it was after movement to the left, so I didn't know if I wrote that after we finished or not.
Right.
Strange. Anyway, bang on the door. That's what they did.
Yes, they banged on the door and went inside, and now all we came here to do was just scout and have a look. We weren't going to get ourselves involved in this shit just yet, but now they've taken children inside, and of course, what's Arwin going to do? Because he's a numpty.
I mean, he
Probably
doesn't
tell them
have
we're
to.
from it.
He doesn't have to, but he also does. Because he's Arwin.
Yeah.
Oh dear. If only Neil was here to talk us all out of doing anything. How's that for a recap?
That's. Do you know what? As your recaps go, that's not a bad recap, Stu. Well done. All right, yeah. So in that case, let's jump straight back into the action. So the 4 of you plus Chardonnay. Obviously, you've watched these. You've sort of studied the outside of this tower. You've seen these 2 ice trolls wearing winter guard livery. They sort of march towards the double doors of the clock tower, and sort of banged on the door. Doors open, and these 4 children that were with them were led inside. You see the door closes in front of you with a click, and the two trolls of the Winter Guard they turn and they start. They look as if they're about to leave and resume whatever patrol they happen to be on right at this moment. Yeah, so really the question is, what do you guys want to do?
Oh, so we're not in immediate danger. That's good.
Arwin's going to draw his rapier and his shield and stand up
Hold
and
up.
start moving in the...
Hold up. Where are you going?
But there's children. Let
We
them
can't
get
just
eaten.
We can't just barge in, though. That isn't going to help.
I mean, we can.
I mean, I'm not saying we can't.
You just
Definitely
did.
can. But is that the right thing to do right now?
Yes.
They won't recognise us. The dog is covered in soot.
Yes. Yes.
But
Wolf.
maybe,
Yes.
maybe, rather than going through the front door, maybe we could just have a look around and see how best to approach the situation first.
You know, if we leave it too long, the children are going to get eaten. We haven't got time.
Is that what they do?
I
That's
don't
what dragons
Do we
know
know
what
that?
the timetable is for.
Why else would they be taking the children?
Well, I don't know. Dragons could eat gold or gemstones for all I know. I know they've got wings.
Yeah, based on that natural wonder, you know, dragons dragons are exclusively vegan as far as you're concerned.
Yeah. Don't they live on sunlight alone?
No.
No, they eat children. Okay, well
let's
that's
go.
not good.
Let's go.
Can-
Let's go. Children.
Are
Being
there, there's guards at this door, yes?
Curiously enough, no. What you do see as you so just a quick refresher of what you see before you. So the tower itself sort of stretches. It's about 70 feet tall. Looks like, sort of based on the placement of windows, it looks like there are 3 floors, as well as the top floor of the tower, which is probably where all the clock mechanisms are. One side of it is open to the elements, and you can see that sort of this almost like a cloak of frost and rime is wrapped around the clock tower itself, potentially making it difficult way to try and climb up the outside. Also, what you see in front of you, kind of on this base layer of the tower, which is much sort of, I guess, girthier than the rest of the tower itself. It seems like there's a small complex here of sorts. You can see that kind of immediately between the street and the tower itself, there is a white fence with a small gate that appears to be made of bone. Beyond that fence, you can see that there is a small courtyard, sort of lined with evergreen trees and shrubbery and stuff, within which you can see there are 2 statues of vaguely female shapes. You can't quite see details from where you currently are, but these you can see that there are these 2 statues within the courtyard.
I mean, it's a bone picket fence. It's evil. And where do you think they get the bones from?
I
the dead
agree,
children.
it's evil.
The ones who are being taken up to be eaten right now. We need to
Yes,
move quickly.
we do, but
Right.
maybe not through the front door.
As you're having these whispered discussions, you see the 2 trolls finish making their way out from the picket fence. They close the gate behind them and they walk off to your right hand side.
Okay,
Disappear
well, at
from
least they're
sight.
gone now.
Wait, now if we go up, hammer on the door, they'll open the door, and we burst in. What do you think, Amos?
I think maybe we should see if there's another way in.
Children being
Yeah,
eaten.
let's see what we can find. So, this picket fence, does it go sort of all the way around the side as well? So is it like around the building as far as I can see?
It doesn't go all the way around the building. I'm trying to think how best to describe this. This courtyard you've seen, it kind of sits between 2 sort of jutting out parts of the building. Like if you were to look down on the clock tower from above, it would be in sort of a very flat U shape that kind of curls around this courtyard.
Okay, yeah.
The picket fence is literally it's blocking off between the 2 corners of the building, if that makes sense.
Okay, and are there any other entrances other than this? Like, can we see windows or?
You can see that there are a few windows. Actually, from where you are, from where you are, actually, you don't see any windows on the ground floor from where you are. There may be some on the other sides of the tower, but that would require moving around it.
Mm-hmm. Okay. It's against my nature to just barge in the front door.
Right.
I can't see any good coming of that.
I really feel we're running out of time very, very quickly here, so I'm going to make this really, really simple. You three go round, look for another way in. I'll go in the front door with Chardonnay, and we'll catch them in a pincer movement. And Alwyn will move towards the front door with Chardonnay.
Begins to move towards the front door.
Yeah, I'm going to follow you because I don't think splitting up's a good idea.
I'm going to sneak round and see if I can find a sneaky way in.
Okay,
right.
who's taking it? Otto.
Come with me.
Yeah, sounds good. Let's split that party, folks.
Oh, this is going to be bad.
I mean, maybe.
Owen's going to bury his head as much as he possibly can in the hood and hide the rapier and shield under the cloak.
If we get all the way to if we fight our way to the top of the tower and find that the children are just playing fetch with the dragon, you and me are going to have serious words.
I think that's fair.
So just talk amongst yourselves for a second, folks. I'm just still drawing the map.
I also think it's very, very unlikely that they'll be playing fetch.
Well, so do I, to be honest.
I don't know. Maybe they don't eat them. I mean, children are quite small and dragons are quite big, right?
Yes,
Can't
so
be that.
they'll eat them in one go. Although you look at this picket fence and you see there's one particular bone part of it, I don't find it humorous. Anyone? Come on, that's
I got it. I wasn't going to justify it with an answer, Stu.
Amos walks off to the pub. I'm done. I am done with you, Alan. I'm sick of your shit.
I mean, to be fair, it's not that Alwyn was particularly keen to split the party. It's just he wanted to get going.
Yeah,
Too much talking, not enough action. Children, won't somebody think of the children?
All right, so Otto and Amos, as you begin to sneak around the tower, which way are you going? Are you going around to the left or around to the right? It appears you can go to the left. Fair enough. So, because it appears that this tower has been built sort of a little bit apart from the rest of the buildings in this district of Whitethrone. So there's definitely space to move around either side. But as you're doing so, please roll stealth, Amos.
Okay. $16.
16, okay. Anybody know what Otto's stealth modifier is off the top of their heads?
Oh, I can, because I kindly put Otto's sheet on Pathfinder myself.
You've got access to it.
So I have access to it. So you'll have to give me a second. I'm not going to keep track of his hit points or anything because he has that.
Sure.
But when it comes to figures, what do you want? Stealth?
Yes, please.
He gets plus 10 on stealth. I'm surprised. I thought he was shit at it.
I think he's only got 1 point of damage from the last thing because he had that one attack.
Okay.
Which he stepped.
That's true. That is true. That it got liberating stepped.
That's it, because you've not actually rested yet since making your way back up from the Undercity.
But we were keen.
You were very keen indeed. Right. So, Amos and Otto begin creeping away around to the left-hand side. Amos, as you step out onto the street, you kick a particularly large rock that clatters across the ground. However, you sort of stop on the spot and freeze for a second, imagining to sort of look around and see people rushing towards you. However, it's nighttime. There's not too many people around, and before you can spend too long almost wishing a problem into existence, Otto grabs you by the hand. Come on, Amos. We can't stay out here in the open. And he pulls you around to the side of the tower. As you come around to the left-hand side of the tower, Amos, you can see that there's sort of a clear area that goes around towards the back of the tower. And as you get to it, you can see that there once would have been 3 windows, sort of on this level of the tower on this side. However, as you sort of get close to one, you see that the glass itself has been kind of smeared with tar or something, and you can see that the outside of the windows has been reinforced with quite sturdy-looking metal bars on all 3 of these windows. Do you want to continue searching around the back?
Yeah.
Sure. So you continue around to the back of the tower, and kind of just as you're getting round there, we will hop back to Alwyn and Della. So as Otto and Amos go happily skipping down the alleyway to the left,
Holding hands
all the way, of course. Alwyn and Della, you get to this bone picket fence. What do you wish to do?
Alwyn's just going to go straight up to the door. Like I say, burying his head as much as possible in the hood, hiding the shield and rapier under the cloak, but having them drawn.
Okay.
And hammer on the door the way the ice trolls did.
Okay. Before you do that, how are you getting past the fence?
How did the ice trolls get past it?
How tall?
They open the gate.
Oh,
how tall is the fence?
It's probably up to about sort of waist height, chest height on Alwyn. It's not super tall.
Okay. Well, yeah, go through the gate, I guess.
Oh, open the gate.
Yeah,
you can go first.
You test the gate. You perhaps expect it to be locked, but it is just held in place by a latch, and it swings open. Sorry to be pedantic. I wasn't about to let you just phase through a wall.
Oh no, that's absolutely fair enough. Sorry, I didn't realise it was a gate as such. Yeah. I'll go through the gate and go up to the door.
Yeah, sure. So as you step into the courtyard, you see these 2 statues in greater detail. They appear to have been carved from the trunk of a once great tree. The craftsmanship on these statues is quite exquisite. 2 very striking feminine forms. One clearly older than the other. The 2 of them are reaching toward the sky as if catching snowflakes. And just make a perception check, both of you.
Rolled a 1, so that's 13.
Okay.
I rolled a 3 for 14.
Okay.
We're too worried about the children.
You are far too worried about the children. You see these statues. You see them sort of reaching with one hand toward the sky, and sort of consumed with worry for what might be seen inside. You pass them off as little more than fabulous works of art, and you make your way up to the door.
Hammer on the door the way the ice trolls did.
Yeah, you hammer on the door, Alwyn, and there is no response.
Try the door.
As you try the door, Alwyn, you find the handle sort of twists in your hand. The lock clicks open, and the door swings open inwards. It does not appear to have been locked.
Barge into the door and rush in.
Okay, as you push into the next chamber, Alwyn. Della, are you following?
I'm going to hold back at the door to see first.
You
before I
hold
run
back at the door. Okay. Alwyn, what was your perception roll?
It was roll a 3 for 14.
Okay. So, Alwyn, as you step into the next chamber, you can see you're in. Looks like a. Looks to be a small foyer or something. You can see the floors are made of this sort of very dark hardwood, and it's very clean. You don't see any dust or debris as you enter this place. Definitely seems to be that this place is occupied and is being actively looked after. You can see that as you enter this sort of foyer area, there are 3 sets of doors around you, Alwyn. There's a set of double doors to the east and the west, and a single door leading north. And as you step inside the foyer itself, Alwyn, you start to hear this great rumbling sound, accompanied by a sort of clunking, ratcheting noise. Clearly some kind of ginormous mechanism somewhere within this building. Ka-chunk, 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 ka-chunk. And Alwyn, before you can do anything else, Della, you see the 2 statues in the courtyard spring to life. And that will put us into initiative.
Do you want to roll for initiative?
Nope, I'm using your roll from a second ago.
Cool. I am dumbfounded.
Alwyn, your total was 16, yeah?
14.
14. Okay.
Do you want me to make a roll for Otto?
We will do
He's
that.
not with us.
Yeah, he's with Amos. They are around the other side of the tower.
I wasn't sure if you were putting the whole party into initiative.
I might do. We'll see how this first round of combat goes.
Okay.
Another one, and I might do. All right. Okay. So these 2 statues appear. They start to move next to you, Della. And what I would say, Della, is you notice that it's the second that Alwyn steps through that front door that these creatures start to move. You see, you first become aware of it because you hear the rasping of metal being drawn through wood, and you glance back at these statues, and you see that the older looking statue has drawn what looks to be a gleaming longsword, and the younger looking statue has drawn a hammer.
Oh, lovely.
And both of them are going to move 5, 10, 25.
How tall are they? Like, are they giant-sized statues, or are they like people-sized statues?
They are people-sized statues.
Mm-hmm.
What I would say, Videla, is as they sort of draw these weapons and start moving toward the door of the tower, they seem to completely ignore you for whatever reason. But they are each going to get up to the doorway, and they will take an attack each at Alwyn and at Chardonnay. So against Alwyn, 22 to hit.
Oh, just misses.
Okay. And against Chardonnay, that is much better. That was terrifying. One of my books just fell over on my shelf, and it sounded like a gun going off. I was like, the golems are here. Fuck.
You shot a ghost.
That's it.
Quick, get the EMF out.
Yes, they are. 36 to hit against Chardonnay, Alwyn.
Holy fuck, that's a critical hit.
Critical hit against Chardonnay.
Doesn't the soot give her extra protection now?
Doesn't appear to, I'm afraid.
Oh.
So as this older-looking statue slashes at Chardonnay with this gleaming longsword, you see a gout of blood streaks out of Chardonnay as Chardonnay takes 44 points of slashing damage.
Liberating step.
Yep, perfect. Reduce that by the requisite amount.
8. So, down to 36 points of damage. And Chardonnay can take a 5-foot step.
Yes.
So Chardonnay will take a 5-foot step away.
Yep, so Chardonnay takes a step sort of deeper into the tower, moving away from the doors.
Yeah.
All right. At the end of the statue's turns, be thankful they only got the one attack in. It is Alwyn.
Right. With the cry of shit, Alwyn is going to raise his shield.
Okay.
He is going to drop his rapier.
Yep.
For a free action.
Yes.
He's going to draw his great club.
Okay.
Am I next to the one that struck Chardonnay?
Yes, you're next to both of them.
Next to both of them. Alwyn's going to attack the one that struck Chardonnay with the great club.
Sure thing. Roll an attack. Where did you get a great club from?
I can't remember, but I've just rolled a natural 20.
Excellent.
Whoop, whoop.
Nice
I get a card, don't I?
You do get a card. 2 seconds. I'm trying to do 16,000 things at once.
I think we took it off something that attacked us.
Well, like a troll. We did fight a troll.
I think it was something like that.
It sounds like something a troll would have.
Maybe
that sounds right. That sounds right.
Maybe it was. Okay, so let's get a crit card for you, Alwyn. Bludgeoning, wasn't it?
Bludgeoning.
Oh, nice. So as you swing this great club towards the target, you crack into it. How much damage did you deal?
8. As a critical, doubled, it is 18 points of damage. 18
damage, very nice. So as you slam into this creature with the mace, with the great club, Alwyn, you strike it with... Has that not done that? You strike it with sort of heft and ferocity. So you see wood go splintering off the creature, and as you swing the weapon up, you feel the weight of gravity acting in your favour as the weapon gains momentum. You gain a +2 bonus to all attack rolls until the end of your next turn.
Oh, nice. Nice.
Very nice.
And
however,
they're wooden statues, are they?
Oh yes, yeah, they're carved from wood.
Okay.
And I've got a bit of bad news for you, Alwyn, because as you strike this wood, it cracks and groans, and a jagged splinter of wood basically fires out from the creature in your direction. Okay, but it's a bad roll. 16 to hit.
Nah, it doesn't come close.
Yeah, this splinter goes shooting past your face and embeds in the wall behind you, Alwyn. Is that how you done?
That's my 3 goes. Raise the shield, draw the great club, hit.
Perfect. In that case, we're round to Della.
Cool. Is imparting information to Alwyn an action? Or is that a free action?
How much information do you want to give him?
Oh, so basically I'd just be like, because they walk past me, right?
Yes.
So I just want to say that I think they're after you because you walked through the door. So come this way.
Know that they've just tried to fucking hit me. Thank you, though.
Yeah.
They're after me.
Yeah. And then
and Chardonnay.
Are they in between me and Alwyn now?
Yes. Well, yes. I mean, you could get yourself into a flanking position with 5 feet of movement, Della, if that's what you're asking.
Yes, please.
Yeah, you can absolutely do that.
Wonderful. And then I am going to draw my my cold iron dagger. This one. And then I will stab it.
Stab the golem in the back.
Ooh, with a 32.
32 against a flat-footed statue is a critical hit, Della.
Yes! Of course that is. And I get sneak attack.
Yes, you do.
And that's those. So, and a d4. So that's... Do I double the sneak attack?
Yes, you do.
Oh, fantastic. So 3, 5, 8, 11, 22.
22, very nice. So as you stab in, you find a vulnerable point in this wooden creature's physiology. And you drive the dagger in, Della, sort of wrenching the wood as you do so. What I will say from both of these blows, these statues seem to have resisted some of the damage you dealt there with those weapons. But you've struck in regardless. Unfortunately, Della, that creature is also going to use its reaction to make a splinter attack at you as you strike it.
Fair.
Okay, that's a better roll this time. 32 to hit, Della.
My AC's 22.
Critical hit from the splinter.
Oh no!
Liberating step.
Might be very prescient. So Della, as you stab in, a chunk of this statue breaks off and shoots towards your face, going directly towards one of your eyeballs. Alwyn intervenes and knocks it just enough so that it embeds into your shoulder instead. Della, you take 22 points of piercing damage, reduced as appropriate by Alwyn's liberating step.
Reduced by 8.
8. 22, 8, 6, 14. Nice.
All right.
And you do also have the option to take a 5-foot step if you wish.
No.
Okay, all right.
A bit one more action. I've moved. I drew my weapon.
Then you attacked. That's 3 actions.
Okay, cool. Done.
Right, okay. Around the top of the round then, I will call for a perception roll from Amos and from Otto. See if you hear what's going on. Well, you probably will hear what's going on around the front as your friends start yelling.
Otto gets a 27.
Okay.
16.
16 for Amos. 27 for Otto. That's going to mean it's going to be Otto acting next. So kind of just as Stu, as you've got his character sheet, I'm going to get you to autopilot Otto for a second.
No problem.
And 16 for Amos, correct?
Yeah.
Perfect. So kind of just as Otto and Amos are coming around the corner to the back of the tower, Otto hears a commotion from around the front. What does he do?
Sounds like Alwyn has got himself into a bit of bother. I think we should go around and pull his ass out of the fire. I mean, was that...
It's pretty accurate, to be fair.
With his little legs, he'll start heading back round.
Yeah, what's Otto's speed?
Whichever's the easiest way round.
It's
20 foot.
Okay. 5, 10, 15, 20. 10, 20. 10, 15, 20. Okay, so Otto, sort of in full sprint, runs back down the side of the tower. He is about to crest around the corner, sort of back onto the street level. He cannot see what's going on just yet. He can't quite get around the corner. That's going to end his turn, and it's going to bring us back around to the statues. Now, these statues are in a prime position. The statue that assaulted Chardonnay a second ago is going to step through one of the doors. That will provoke an attack of... Actually, no, it won't, because she's stepping rather than striding. Apologies.
And I have used my reaction anyway.
Oh, yes, because you used it for Della, didn't you?
I did.
Okay. The creature with the sword is then going to make 2 attacks against Chardonnay. With the long sword. Okay. Bad roll to start with. That's 18 to hit. Sorry, 19 to hit.
19 misses, thankfully.
Okay. The second attack is better. That's 12 minus 5 is 7. 22 to hit.
Is exactly what it needed.
It's exactly what they needed, okay. For 12 points of slashing damage as it cuts into Chardonnay.
Chardonnay is not quite down.
Okay. The other creature with the hammer is going to just wail on you, Alwyn, for 3 attacks.
Bring it on.
26 to hit.
26, even with my shield raised, is a hit.
I mean, you don't have your shield raised right now.
I raised my shield as my first action in the last go.
Did you? Oh, yes, you did. Sorry, I thought you'd come on to Chardonnay, but you didn't.
Nope.
That's fine. I've gotten so used to that being the first thing you do.
Yeah. No, the 5-foot step from Chardonnay was as part of the liberating step.
Okay, fair enough. So 26 hits, followed by a 19.
A 19 misses.
And followed by worse. So it scores 1 good strike on you. You're able to get the club in a place to parry the last 2 attacks as it hits you with the hammer. For 13 points of bludgeoning damage, Alwyn.
13. I can take it.
And a single point of ring damage.
Okay. And my ring takes a point of damage.
Yes, it does. That's the end of its turn. It's Brother Amos.
Well, I guess I'm going to run round and follow
Otto, sure. So, what's your movement speed?
35.
35, very nice. Oh, that's right, because you're a super speedy monk. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. So, do you want to run past Otto all the way around to the front, or do you want to kind of wait with him?
I'll run past him.
Run past him, sure. 10.
Keep up, you short German fuck.
25, 30, 35. Okay, so with 35 feet of movement there, Brother Amos, you kind of just get around to the front of the clock tower. You can see the bone picket fence is open, and you can just see that Della is engaged with strange wooden creature that vaguely resembles a lady holding a hammer. You've got 1 action left, which I guess you'll want to use to move in, but the question is, where do you want to go to?
Actually, I'm going to use this action to put my guitars on.
Yeah, sure, you can.
Because they're wood, and I'm going to carve away at them.
Yeah, perfect. It's going to start carving Amos was ear on the trunk.
Yeah, a little love heart. Amos.
Yeah.
Otto.
A love O.
Amos is going to get wood.
Hey, there we go. Alright, in that case you come rushing around the back, you spend your action getting your guitars ready. Alwyn, it's your turn.
Okay, first action will be to raise the shield again.
Mm-hmm.
Having seen that Della's dagger and the club. There's no real benefit with the club. I'm going to drop that, and I'm going to pick up the rapier with my second action.
Sure thing.
And I'm going to turn on this one, wailing on Chardonnay.
Sure, roll your attack.
Don't forget your +2.
And I get a +2 to this, indeed. And I've rolled a 19 on the die for a total of would be 34, is going to be 36.
36, that is a critical hit regardless, Alwyn.
Yay!
Nice.
So, would you believe? Right, 2d6. Right, I've rolled ones on both of them. Can I use my hero point to re-roll damage?
You may not.
Oh, that's a shame.
It's only d20 rolls.
That is a total of 11 points of damage.
Is that with your deadly d8?
Oh, no, it's not. Thank you. Oh, which is also a fucking 1.
Oh, mate.
You should stop rolling so high.
Now, the D8 doesn't get doubled, does it?
No, it doesn't.
Okay.
Because that is added by a critical hit.
Path Builder, sort yourself out. That is 12 points of damage then.
Okay, 12 points
Fuck's
damage. 7 points of damage later, as the wood seems to resist part of this damage, but it takes the strike regardless. And again, as you carve into it with the rapier, Alwyn, a shard of wood splinters off and shoots towards you for a 32 to hit.
Oh shit! Yeah, that hits.
Okay,
It's not a critical though.
Alwyn, that is 12 points of piercing damage.
Yep.
And 3 points of ring damage. As
Okay.
this shears through part of your arm.
Okay.
Okay. That's you done. We're round to Della.
Alright. I'm just gonna swing at the one that is flat-footed to me.
Yes, very sensible.
Again. So I rolled a 25.
A 25 is a hit.
Wonderful. So I'll roll my attack, and that is, not bad, 11 total.
11 total. So it takes 6 points of damage, as again it resists some of the damage, but you are slowly hacking through. A chunk of wood splinters off towards you again, Della, for 31 to hit.
That hits, but is not a critical.
Good.
Phew.
It is 11 points of piercing damage, Della, as this shard pierces through your armour.
Ow. Okay. For my second action, I would like to twist the knife.
Ooh, very nice.
So I deal persistent bleed damage to the target equal to the number of sneak attack damage dice, which is 2.
I've got some bad news for you, Della. It's
Don't do anything.
it's a statue. It doesn't bleed.
Does it not splinter though?
It does not, I'm afraid. Do you know what? I'm gonna say it's not going to take persistent damage, but just so you're not wasting the action entirely, I will give you 2 free damage there, which it won't resist.
Awesome, thank you. I could just try to give it termites or something. I don't have that skill. So instead, for my third and final action, I will attack it again.
Sure thing.
Try and duck this time. Not very good. That is 17.
17 is a miss. You go in with a dagger once more and you scrape off the bark of this creature, this statue.
Nice.
Is that Della done?
That is Della done.
Okay, we're round to Otto. What's he got for us, Stu?
So he'll need to take another move to actually see what's going on, won't he?
10, 15, 20. One action gets him just behind Amos, and he's not quite in the right place to see. He'll need to move a second time to be able to see.
He'll move the second time to see then.
Yeah, so that kind of gets him just to the edge of the picket fence. He sort of looks in and he sees the scene in front of him.
And oh, for fuck's sake, Alwyn, you're always getting us into this fucking shit. And he will raise his buckler.
All right, he raises his buckler. Shields up.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, end of Otto's turn. We are back around to the statues, which, as nobody has moved, they are just going to go ham on you guys. So the creature with the sword is going to attack Chardonnay once again. 34 to hit, Alwyn.
Liberating step. That is a critical hit, though, and I've got a bad feeling about this.
Okay.
Chardonnay has 6 hit points left.
Yeah, that's 36 points of damage from the sword.
With liberating step, Chardonnay is down.
Okay, so Chardonnay goes down. From the critical hit, Chardonnay is on dying 2. You see, this as Chardonnay drops to the ground and stops moving, this creature seems to be satisfied with what it's done, and emotionlessly, wordlessly, it glides between the two of you, and will make an attack against the flat-footed Alwyn for a natural 20.
Do you know what? No, with my shield raised, that's going to hit. Fortunately, we've never discovered the names of these golems.
No, I'm not keen to ask.
No, that's it.
I will say.
All I'm going to say is it was possible to learn some things about these had you taken the time to inspect them.
Yeah.
Perhaps even a name, but I bet you're thankful that's not the case now.
Yeah. Someone wanted to barge in.
28 points of slashing damage, Alwyn.
Okay.
And a single point of ring damage.
Okay.
Okay. The second creature is going to attack Alwyn with the hammer for a 33 to hit.
That is a hit, not a critical, because I have my shield raised.
Good. 14 points of bludgeoning damage.
Plus
2 points of ring damage.
Okay.
Still standing?
Still standing.
It's going to attack again.
Yeah.
23 to hit.
Misses.
You parry with your shield on this second attack, and it's going to attack you one last time for a dirty 20, which I think is a miss.
Yeah, that's a miss.
All right, so it gets one nasty hit with the hammer as you get hit with the sword from the other side. Oh yeah, were those misses against flat-footed?
Oh, shit! The 23 was a hit. Then the 20 would be a miss. The 23 was a hit. Sorry. Yeah,
that's all right. Further 11 points of bludgeoning damage. And a single point of ring damage. I've rolled nothing above a 2 on that tonight.
No, you've rolled a 3.
Oh, did I?
3 points of ring
I
damage
did.
Earlier.
I did. How are you looking, Owen?
Rough as fuck.
But still standing?
But still just about standing.
All right, okay. In that case, that is the end of their turn. Brother Amos, we are round to you.
Okay. Well, I'm going to have a stab at the nearest one to me.
Okay, so first of all, you'll need to get up to them. So 5, 10, 20. So 35 feet will just get you up to the creature that is between Alwyn and Della. And, yep, second action, you're going to make some attacks. .15 is a big old miss, I'm afraid, buddy. You lunge in, it twists at the last second, and the blow is knocked aside.
One more attempt.
Okay. Are you using your flurry of blows, or are you just making one attack?
No, because I've got my guitars on, so...
Oh, can't you use flurry blows?
No, I've just been looking at that. They have flurry blows and the 1-inch punch have to be unarmed attacks.
I thought it was unarmed attacks or monk weapons, and guitars are monk weapons. I might be wrong.
Let me have a quick look. Yes, it says make 2 unarmed strikes.
Okay, fair enough. If that's what you've
So-
got.
Yeah, so just having a crack at it with
Sure thing. Roll the second attack then.
25.
25 is a hit. Roll some damage there.
Two.
2 points of damage. Is that with your strength modifier?
It makes it 6.
6, okay. So you drive in with the guitar, Amos, and perhaps somewhat to your dismay, you see this creature resists a good chunk of that damage. But you break off a piece, and indeed, as you strike it, Amos, a chunk of wood comes splintering out from where you hit it for a 17 to hit against you.
That does not hit.
Okay, you see this wood breaking off, and you duck as it flies out into the courtyard and embeds with a thud in the dirt. Okay, is that you all done?
Yes, that's me. That's me done.
Right. In that case, we are round to Alwyn.
Is Chardonnay next to Alwyn?
Yes.
Right. Alwyn, because he needs a hand for it, is going to drop his rapier and perform battle medicine on Chardonnay.
Sure thing. So drop the rapier for free action. Roll that medicine check. Unless you want to use assurance.
I want to use assurance.
Sure. Against what DC?
I'm going against the lowest DC.
So DC 15. So 10 plus your modifier.
Which is 23.
Very nice. That is a success. Give 2d8 hit points back to Chardonnay.
Chardonnay gets back. Shit rolling. Oh, for fuck's sake. 3 hit points back, but, big but, he's not dead.
Yes, and also, I think because you've used treat wounds, you've technically used treat wounds there, Chardonnay does not gain the wounded condition.
That's something.
That is something indeed. 2 actions left.
I'll pick up the rapier again.
Yep.
I'm going to lose the benefit from shield for this. And with tears stinging his eyes, he's going to attack the golem with the longsword.
With the longsword, the one that...
With his rapier. Yes.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
Oh, he's only got eyes for that one golem.
Okay, sure.
And he's going to batter the fuck out of it with... Oh, not a bad roll, actually. 29.
29 hits.
Come on, big numbers. Okay, not bad. 9 points of damage.
9 points of damage. 4 points of damage later as you strike him with a weapon, carving chunks off. And again, a splinter comes out towards you for a 17 to hit. That's a miss.
No.
Expecting it this time, you duck out of the way and it thuds into the wall. If that's Alwyn done, it's Della's turn.
Oh, this is not good. I'm gonna attack the one in front of me that's flat-footed again.
Yep, perfect.
Yay, sneak attack. And that is a 30.
A 30 is a critical hit against a flat-footed golem.
Yeah. Sweet. So... so that is 16 and 5... 21.
21, very nice. So it takes 16 of that, but a hefty hit nonetheless.
Whoa.
You see, as you deliver that strike, Della, this creature between you and Alwyn is starting to look a bit haggard. See, its form is perhaps pulling apart a little bit. Anything else?
Am I saved from a splinter?
Yes, it's already used its reaction.
Fantastic.
It splintered Amos a second ago.
I feel safe now, so I'm going to attack it again because it looks like it's actually suffering now. I rolled. I'm going to use my hero point because I rolled a 2.
Perfect. See what you get.
And I rolled a 3. So that's not going to hit.
Mate. What's the total?
-2 plus 4 would be like 13.
Oh yeah, no, that is a miss. That is a miss.
Definitely a miss. Well, that wasn't very good. So I'll just try again, trying to cover up my shame on that last attack. And I rolled 5, so that's even worse.
That's it. With multiple attack penalty, like this time, although you think you've seen an opening there, Della, you dive in with the blade, and you're just getting the angle wrong each time as this thing is twisting and flailing with a hammer. You keep glancing off its hide rather than actually piercing through. But that is the end of Della's turn. We come round to the top of the initiative round with Otto von Niederschläger. What will he do? We'll find out next week. Because that is where we end for tonight.
Tales from the 20 Side is a Feagle Films production in association with Juicy Falls. Music by hooksounds.com and editing by Stu Jackson. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter and Discord by searching Tales from the 20 Side or by visiting talesfromthe20side.com.
Has anyone got some tweezers?
If we are in full control of Otto, shark.
Oh my god. Has anyone got
There's
any
no
tweezers?
pond,
Has anyone got
though.
a big fucking drink? Because this battle is epic.
Hang on a minute. This was foretold.
What?
Big splinter monster, was it not?
Mm-hmm.
Hang on a minute.
What?
Hang on a minute.
It's come full circle. It's come full circle.
Well, this don't mean anything to me.
Does it not?
Have I
Hang
forgotten
on.
a thing?
There was a conversation we had a very long time ago about how it would be how like a splinter golem would be the worst thing to fight.
Oh,
Yeah.
I mean, I can't remember what I had for tea, so Oh my goodness!
Yeah. Darn. I knew that was going to annoy us at some point.
That Dom's created this specially.
Maybe.
So, whose idea was the splinter golem? Amy?
Maybe. I mean, if you guys fancy a little recall knowledge, maybe you'll find out where it's come from.
Maybe. But that would be in action, in combat.
It would, but you might learn some information about it.
We'll have to see next week.
Indeed.
Splint elemental.